And we are live, and I don't know if anybody is watching, so let's give people, I guess, a minute. It says 0 people.
Listen, I hardly get any views when I go live. If I get like 5 people, I'm always excited. I feel like I'm popular. That's why I'm like, if I do this readathon, not that many people bother. It's all good.
This is one person. Hi, one person. I'm in a little funny mood right now. Like everything is kind of funny to me, even if it's not funny. It's just funny.
Okay,
You
whenever
know?
you get through the day.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yep.
what are we reading? Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. Let me check my Kindle because I haven't. I should have thought about this before I started. I have some ideas. Do you
Okay.
know what you're reading?
Yes, I have to finish an ALC.
What are you listening to?
I am listening to, hold on, my stuff, like I am stuffed up from all the tree pollen and stuff, and so it makes my lips chapped a lot. I am listening to See It Through by Julia Wolf.
Oh, nice. I think I'm. Oh, no, no. I think I'm going to read this book that I've. It's called Marked by Chantal C. Espinola.
Oh, cool.
I
Yep.
love this cover.
Here.
And when I saw it was free, it was one that I had on my radar. I was like, ooh, I want that. So that's what I'm going to read. Sorry if you hear like noise. I can't help it. I live on a road. It's very noisy.
Listen, I live with very loud people who
Hi, Tara.
up all night with a good Duke. Is that good?
Oh, that sounds like a historical.
It is.
A mood reader. It's an app name.
Yep.
If any of y'all participate in this, all the graphics are on my Instagram stories and my Instagram highlights. They're also on my YouTube community posts. Feel free to download them,
Good
use
morning,
them,
April.
tag us, all that jazz. Hey, April.
What
Feel
are
free
we?
to join us at any time, April, even though you're not co hosting.
Hey, April. What are you reading today? Oh no.
I'm aiming for short books.
I'm aiming for just getting something read.
There you go.
So I honestly, so let me check. I have read, pop off that screen for a minute.
April's barely awake.
Oh yeah, I know. I have read 20, I'm on my 26th book
Of the
this
month?
of the month.
Wow. I don't know how many I've read, to be quite honest. Not that many.
So
Are there prompts for this?
um read whatever you want.
Yep, that's the prompt. Read whatever you want. It's just a readathon to motivate you to get stuff read. There's a bingo board that you can submit to me through my Instagram, and whoever reads or unstuffs the most books within the readathon will win a very lame prize. Not going to tell you what that prize is, but don't get your hopes up. It's not that great.
I haven't read Up All Night with a Good Duke. It is on my very, very long TBR. Unfortunately, it is a thing. Everything is just like I have a lot. I don't have a Kindle either.
You don't need one. Read what you got. Read
I
your
don't
physical
have
books, read your ebooks, read your audiobooks. Doesn't
I
matter.
on my phone. I read it on my phone because I am too cheap to buy a Kindle. Well, that and they're like $200. And
I
food
don't
is
actually have a Kindle either. I have a tablet and I just have the Kindle app on my tablet. So
yeah. So I sort of do the unstuff my Kindle as my Audible library because I'm going to really, really expose myself on this one.
I'm
So
not.
look how many titles I have, if you can see. And yes, I have a dark romance on there.
That's
Can you see?
no.
Nope. Okay. There it is. 964 books.
Oh my god. I shouldn't say anything. Who knows
And
how many ebooks I have?
not started is 258 books. I have Little Stranger by Lee Rivers on here. I really actually want to try and get that one read too. Unstuff your shelves. Absolutely.
Yes, do what you gotta do.
Like that, and I use Hoopla and Libby a lot.
Yeah, same.
So
I share a Kindle account with my mom who loves historical romances. It's pretty much all she reads. And so it's all on one account. So we have like 3,000 ebooks.
listen, I just unstuffed my like I just read one. So this was given to me, and so I decided to read it to see if I really like it. So
Yeah.
it's only for the week. Natasha Bishop.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've heard good things about that.
Would you like it? I can send it to you.
No.
It's
I've heard good things about it, but it's not something that I think I would want to read.
it's in Hoopla. I decided to try it out. Um and I really liked the narrators. Like the narrators were really good. I liked the romance. It was very like beachy type of a read and stuff, and
Yeah.
which is good. I just didn't connect with the characters, and I don't know why.
I think somebody told me the synopsis of it, and they talked really highly about it, but I was like, yeah, that just doesn't sound like a synopsis I want to read. So,
No, but
yeah.
it's totally okay. You read what you want to read.
Yep.
So I'm just like, hmm. Have you read Rebel Without Claws yet?
No. That one's by Juliet Cross, too, right?
Yeah. Are you going to read Firebird?
I already read it. I did not like it.
Oh no.
I gave it 2 stars.
You're not the only one. Like I've heard for what I heard it was mismarketed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I actually had no intention of reading it. It didn't appeal to me. And then somebody who I won't, because I can't remember who told me it, but they were like, this has witch, the main female character is a witch. So you might
Right.
really like it. And so I was like, oh, okay. And I knew there were dragons involved and witches, and that's literally all I knew going into that book. And when I started reading it, I was like, yeah, this isn't what I like.
Yeah. Unfortunately they didn't tell you exactly what the premise of it was.
No, they said it was a dark fantasy romance, which
But
yes, it's dark,
yeah, but they didn't
but
say
they
that.
didn't say it was like a master slave dynamic,
No.
which I
And
found very off-putting.
a lot of people did. That is something that they should have said at the very beginning. Like, I love Juliet Cross. I read her books. I probably won't read that one simply because I don't like master slave. That just irritates me a lot.
Yeah. I tried really hard to like redo it in my mind of just captor captive because I don't mind captor captive in some situations, but
Yeah.
the female main character just kept telling me she's a slave. I'm like, girl, you're not helping me here.
Listen, one of my favorite dark romances is a captor captive, and it's from Anna Zares. So she was an OBGYN, and Peter Sokolov, he kidnaps her because he was trying to go after her husband and stuff, and it was crazy. It was like a 3-book trilogy, and it was so
I
much
love
fun.
a good captor captive. I also didn't really think it was fantasy all that much. It read more to me like a dark historical romance, but with dragons.
Okay. Yeah.
Like dragons were the only fantastical thing added to the story, and so I was like, this doesn't really scream fantasy romance to me. But so yeah, I tried it. I didn't like
I
it.
delete every book after I read them. Yes, Kay, I do the same thing. I only keep the books that I pay for. I don't keep once I'm done with a
I
Kindle.
will keep them if I like them.
So I was supposed I downloaded so fast. I've been wanting to read that. Okay. What book is that?
Probably the
Firebird.
Firebird one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I like it, April.
I mean, she could really like it. Like, I'm going to be reading Ship of Bones and Teeth in May. I haven't read that yet.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. So I don't know what else I'm going to read in that whole thing, but
Yeah.
I don't mind dark.
No, I think I don't mind, like, I don't like dark, that's for sure. But if I like expect it, I think I'm more inclined, but I wasn't expecting just the level of dark that it was.
See, the same that actually happened with me with Binding and Keeping 13. I started reading Binding 13. I got through 50% of it, but then it had a trigger that I do not like. So, and no one told me about it.
Yeah.
If I know ahead of time, I can prepare my head. I can prepare my brain and be like, yeah, okay. I know it's fiction, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I was not told ahead of time, and it was like a slap in the face. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and I don't mind trigger warnings. Like, they're not something I need in a book because I'm not like, oh my god, I won't read this if it's in it, except for love triangles. I will not read a love triangle. But like, it doesn't like bother me all that much. It's just when I'm not like expecting that in a story and it's something totally different than what I thought it was, I'm just like thrown for a loop and I'm like, this isn't what I thought I was getting.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm reading A Dark Room of Romance. Okay, what are you reading? I would love to know.
Yes, tell us, tell us. But I was like messaging Jen and I was like, because I told her I was reading that and she was like, yeah, I was kind of surprised that you were reading that. I was like, yeah, well,
Because I
somebody
have,
told me I would like it because I had witches and I won't, apparently that person doesn't know my reading taste. Other than witches.
because it doesn't have, just because I have a witch, just doesn't mean it's,
Yeah, just because
yeah.
it has witches doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to like it.
But, okay, let's see. I'm reading Kiss the Villain by Rena Kent. Okay, is that good? Because reading Kent, I'm thinking about trying her again
I
because
have not
everything went
tried
into
her
Hoopla.
books.
You
I
will
don't
not
know if they're too dark for me or not.
see. I'm pretty much will try anything if I know ahead of time if there's something in there that might be an issue.
Is
I'll
she like Penelope Douglas dark? Because I know Penelope Douglas is too dark for me.
She's a little darker than Penelope Doug.
Oh, okay then.
Penelope Douglas, listen, Credence is not dark. It is taboo, and I'm just like, I just thought the characters were idiots.
Well, that tells me I shouldn't give Rena Kent a try then if she's darker than Penelope Douglas.
So I read one that I DNF'd, and it was the monster one with it was the monster trilogy. We were reading it as a read along. I DNF'd it because I was like, there is no way, because I literally could not suspend my viciously yours because oh yes.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Um no, tried to read like I think it was like monster one. Anyway, so it's a Mulan retelling. So she pretends she's a dude and goes into the army. I was like, I couldn't just, I could not suspend my disbelief on that one.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I just couldn't. My sister was in the army.
yeah.
I was like, she's like, what are you reading? And I told her the premise. She's like, yeah, no, they'd know within like 10 minutes. Like, and after she said that, I literally could not get back into it. Awesome.
No worries.
Listen, I just scarfed down a bowl of cereal. You are totally fine.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Monster Trilogy either. Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one because I feel like everybody likes it. I read God of Malice. Like that one had a very crazy beginning where he wanted her, so he attempted to unalive her.
Mm.
It was that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the beginning of I think the Legacy of God series, and I actually liked that one. That one I liked. I did not like the monster one. So I'm thinking about retrying the Legacy of God series.
Well, hopefully you like it.
God of Fury and God of War are my favorites. Okay.
Those the new covers of those appeal to me more than the male covers.
I like male covers. My daughter saw a male cover. She's like, "Mom, is that smut again?" I was like, "No, it's a romance. Smut is erotica." Oh,
I
gosh.
still don't think I'll try them though now, knowing that she's darker than Penelope does. Just stick away from that.
Listen,
Pansy, I can't deal with dark stuff, okay?
that's totally okay. I mean, everybody has their level.
Yeah.
I'm reading this bin up. Okay. All right. I am listening to Julia Wolf. I actually liked P.S. You're Intolerable. That was really, really fun. And now I'm reading her new one. But listening to it.
When does that one come out? That you're listening to?
I honestly don't remember. It's been a rough week.
Gotcha. I have some arcs, but I don't think I'll be reading them.
Listen, I could not say Hereditary to save my life the other day, and all my students were cracking up because I just could not say it.
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Hello.
Hello.
So today it was asphyxiation. I could not say asphyxiation for about 20 minutes this morning.
Oh no, I think I'm lagging.
Oh,
I will have to join on my laptop. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
She'll be right back. No, it's because I read this article and I felt so bad for the woman because she's never going to live this down. She died eating a Snickers bar.
Well, I mean, there's worse ways to die.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to die, I think. I don't know. I was like, I feel so sorry for her. She's never going to live that down even in death.
She died eating what she loved.
Yeah, asphyxiation by Snickers. That's what I was trying to say. And I couldn't say it for like 10 minutes. It was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
No,
no.
She choked on it. She choked on it. I was like, how is that?
Woman, chew your food.
Listen, I
shouldn't say anything. I don't okay?
I don't judge, man. I don't judge because honestly, I choke on water.
Same. People will be like, "Do you need some water?" I'm like, "No."
It is
what caused it.
It is 100% horrible. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt bad for her and her family. So, anyhow, would you like to do a half hour or 40 minutes for our first?
Either or. Don't care.
So, Vanessa, what are we reading?
I actually got an advanced listener's copy of Enchantress, so I'm trying to get that done.
I'm going to start with death. In the details, it is the bottom of the so it's the oldest. Okay. It's romantic, maybe. All right.
Well, good luck on your reading, everybody.
Yes, it is hard. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to share my screen because I might have to close some of these stuff out. I have a lot of. I was studying for a test earlier, so all right. Sharing my screen. Where are you?
It says present.
Okay. Banners. Oh, there's present. It's on the bottom of my screen. Okay. Share screen. So
the first time I attempted to do a reading sprint, I was like, God, I hope nobody shows up because I'm so technologically. This is difficult.
This is all right. So, are we doing 30 or 40? What do you want to
do? What time is it?
It is 12:20.
Can we do 40?
Sure.
Just right at the top of the hour.
Sounds good. Okay. All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna mute
Happy
myself.
reading.
Happy reading.
The meow.
No. How'd y'all do?
I'm up to 20% in Enchantra. And the last line that I read was that she bit him in the ass. So I was just like, what? So random.
So my cat is laying here behind me. So when Kitty Pomodoro went off, she jumped up and started.
Oh.
She looks mad.
Oh.
Okay, Rosie.
I finished my book. It was only 80 pages.
Well, okay.
Wait, I missed what you guys were reading because I was trying to eat and get on, and I don't know why, but my desktop has like issues of me joining everybody else's stream. But my laptop is fine.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So I think I got about.
Stupid people.
So I listened on 2.5 times speed, so I got about an hour in extra. So I'm on chapter 16. It doesn't give me the percentage, and I'm just too lazy to do the math.
No. Don't
So.
bother. I read that marked.
Oh, I think I got that after you recommended it.
It looks like such a cute freaking cover. I was so disappointed.
Oh no.
It was just a very like. I feel like if it were longer and the author really took time to delve into the characters and like their backstories and their relationship dynamic, it could have been a really great fantasy romance. But it was 80 pages, and so stuff just happened like that. And I was like, oh man, I wanted that to be good, and it just was so lackluster.
Out of curiosity, have either of you or anybody have you guys heard of an author called Jamie Applegate Hunter?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. I've
Okay,
heard of
then.
her. I haven't read any of her books, so she wrote
somebody-
Viciously Yours and The Umbra King.
Yeah, so her books are on sale. I think someone mentioned it earlier, but I was on the Polycon Facebook group or whatever, and she said, hey, my books are free today. So
yeah, all of her books are free today.
Oh, okay.
I tried The Umbra King. I DNF'd it. I can't remember why. Don't ask me.
I don't know what they're about. So I was just like, oh, well, more stuff to add. I guess I'm not really unstuffing. I'm stuffing again.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Hey, you unstuff 3, you add 10.
Yep.
You know, you try.
Okay.
That's all that really matters.
All right. I will move this for you. There you go.
I don't know what I'm going to read next, so I have to figure out what I want to read next.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that your cat or your kid?
That is my cat. This is Rosie. We call her Mimi's because she goes eek, eek a lot, so we just started calling her Mimi. But her name's Rosie. Yeah.
She's
Okay.
so talkative.
I want a cat.
I'm surprised mine isn't up here. She usually follows me everywhere. She must be downstairs with my sister.
My dog refuses. So since we moved to this house, I think it's been like a year and some change, she refuses to come upstairs because the little vacuum cleaner that we have that cleans the second floor and the first floor is by the stairs leading up to this floor. And she's just like, I can't do it.
My cat just ignores the Roomba.
Like right now, the vacuum is in the kitchen area. So like the kitchen and the living room are on the same floor. And she refuses to go in the kitchen now because she just can't get past the vacuum for some reason.
Oh, it started up again. All right, let's stop it. Sorry. I realized it was still going.
All right, I know what I'm going to read next. I'm going to finish this damn book that I've been reading for like a year.
Well, what book is that?
It's East by Lizzie Ford. It's the second book in a series. I really liked the first one. And I'm 38% into this one, and I've been reading it since like last year.
I'm in the same boat as you, Becky. I have a book that I literally started it for the cold covers Unstuff Your Kindle vlog in January.
Yeah.
And I got like 20% through it. And that's the only book that's stopping me from finishing my damn vlog.
Yeah, I started this one on my purple cover vlog. That was so long ago. And like, I don't want to DNF it totally because I liked the first book.
Yeah.
And I want to know how this ends, but I just got caught up with other books, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna finish the vlog, but even if it's like summer,
like, here's this vlog.
Here's this
Year
vlog
later.
from January.
That's fine. It's cool.
It's
See,
fine.
if I don't read it within 2 months, I'm just officially saying, "Yep, I'm done."
I would normally I would just give up on this, but I'm gonna finish it. That's my goal. I mean, I'm at 38%.
See, it's not like the book is bad that I was reading. I just have the attention span of a goldfish. And when it comes to sitting and reading on my iPad, I cannot do, like, I've always had trouble reading on the computer. So I don't have a physical of this book, unfortunately. And it's like one of those NetGalley ARCs.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
I was doing so good on my NetGalley. I got to like 98%. I was like, I'm gonna read these 2 books and I'm gonna get it to 100. And then I was scrolling and I'm like, request, and then they're like, approve.
Mm-hmm.
I almost never get approved. I'm just like,
I'm
okay.
like, damn it! I was so close. So I think I have 3 right now that I need to read.
Oh, Becky, I would. Y'all don't want to know the number I am at.
I've been trying really good to like manage my arcs.
Let me actually show you. I have this box that I put all of my arcs in. Like, I put them in little paper slips. The whole box is full.
Oh my god.
So I can like choose them at random.
I try to keep on top of mine by the date that they're due.
Yeah, it just got out of hand and then I was just like, I don't care anymore.
I don't really want your butt in my face, Kitty. She used to sleep when I first got her and her brother. They would sleep on right here.
Oh.
So she's
So
very
cute.
anxious. So yeah, this is Rosie. She likes to
Rosie's so cute.
Oh my god, people.
Becky lives on a racetrack now.
Motorhead guys as a next door neighbor. Like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, he revs his engines and stuff. I was like, oh, come on.
God. They're so annoying.
I love you too.
I
So.
hate people with loud cars. It just irks me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm like, you do not need to exist with your loud ass car.
I'm trying to keep high percent, but things get. Yes, they do. Yes, that's definitely true. I have a couple that I've asked for, but I don't think I'll get approved for them. So
It's still helpful to shoot your shot. You never know.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I just ask. I'm like,
Rosie is adorable, and she is also a pain in the butt. Because now I have cat fur up my nose. I also have 2 dogs. So I have 2 cats and 2 dogs.
I can barely keep up with my one dog and myself.
Yeah.
I just have the one kitty now. I've been thinking about getting another dog, but that's as far as it's gotten. Has been a thought.
I am once Well, Lulu's gotten to be a bit of an old lady, so she's my full golden retriever. But she still will butt check you for food. My friend had a dog. Her name was Dottie. We called her Naughty Dottie. I'm not kidding. This is how thick her vet file was, because she'd eat everything, including yeast infection
Oh my
cream.
gosh.
She died at like 14 years old too.
My
I was
God.
like,
Surprised she didn't die sooner.
Yeah, I was like, ugh.
yeah, but and then we have Ralphie, who's neurotic. He is very much, you have to pay attention to me. But he's sweet.
That's my dog. My dog acts like she gets no pets, but she's literally like petted all day.
I literally have to put my dog on Prozac so he doesn't freak everybody out who comes to the house.
Oh.
So, and when we have to give him, when we have to take him to the vet, oh no, I'm so sorry. That's really hard. When we we had to take him to the vet because he had to get a tag removed from his paw. We had to give him a tranquilizer just to get him in the car because he knew he was going to the vet.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I took my kid to get her nails filed the other day at the vet, and she knows as soon as I pull out her carrier. I try to be sneaky about it. I try to pull it out and then go find her, but she was watching me and she saw me pull it out and she ran. I was like, "Come back here."
Yeah. I have their number. All I have to do is, there's this thing. It's absolutely disgusting, but I keep it in the house because if I need to get them to do anything, I give them liverwurst. It's like this liver mush that you put in sandwiches. It's so gross. But it's how I get them in the house, or how I get them to do what I need them to do. So it works.
Yeah, fortunately, so Daisy's a corgi and I can pick her up. She's not like not heavy, but she is easy enough to pick up and toss her in the car.
Ralph is a yellow lab and he thinks he's a lap dog. He's 115 pounds and he's muscle.
Daisy's just 30 pounds. Like, that's great.
Lulu,
Did she get her stitches all fixed, Vanessa?
She did. So her hair is growing back now.
good.
Yeah. She had like a big old like lump removed. It was just like fat or something. Some fatty deposit. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Not cancerous, which was good.
Our old dog had that too. He just had lumps all over him.
Yeah, she's got another one somewhere, but it's like really little. I was like, dang, Daisy, that was like $1,000.
I eat liverwurst with a spoon. It's so good with maple syrup. Well, I'm glad you love it. My mom does too. I personally don't. That's okay. Listen, they're like my daughter will not eat a hot dog to save her life, but she'll eat sardines. So you can get me to the house with it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I
awesome.
I had liver one time. I literally I just took a bite of it and I was like, and we're done with that.
Well, when
Hey.
hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
We're good.
Okay.
I have my cat here. She's been walking all over me.
Okay. My dog is whining because I'm not letting her downstairs. So I'll probably have to get her at some point.
More the merrier. Who cares? We're Rosie's I tried to put my and it's in a vlog from last year. I was trying to put a bookcase together and she kept biting my fingers and trying to eat the bolts while I was trying to. I was like, I love you. You're a funny cat.
Oh my gosh.
But you're not helpful.
No, not helpful, but she it's her being helpful. So what are you reading today?
Me
Lisa.
personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I have Back Down Memory Lane. I started that, so I think I'm going to continue on with that. It's an amnesia trope. So I'm I'm going to start, try to power through that, and then we'll see where the day takes me.
I am see it through Julia Wolf. I have the ALC for it. I don't know when it comes out. It's been a long week. So
Same.
I just finished my first book, so I'm moving on to another one.
she's doing better than us. Or yeah, that way.
It was an 80-page book, so. And really, I don't even. If that was 80 pages, that font was really big. Because I went through it really quickly. So.
And then I'm reading Enchantra or listening to Enchantra. So it's not necessarily Kindle related, but whatever.
Do you also have it on your Kindle, or you have it on audio only?
It's only audio.
Okay.
So it's technically just NetGalley.
Did you like? I'm assuming since you requested the second one that you liked the first one.
I was gonna be quiet because I know you didn't like Phantasma, but Phantasma was probably my favorite book last year.
Oh yeah.
So far, I'm 20% in this one, and it's like okay, like it's not giving me the same feelings that I got from Phantasma.
Maybe I should try Enchantress. Because I heard that one's about Genevieve, right?
Yeah.
See, and she's the one that I connected to. I was like, I really don't care about this.
She's real sassy though.
I liked in the like, 10 chapters that I read, I preferred Genevieve to the one. So.
Scattered Bones is coming today. I just got it.
Yay.
Yeah. I read Scattered Bones. I waited for the audiobook. The audiobook's fantastic. I just finished it not yesterday, but the day before. You DNF'd Phantasma. Okay.
I'm not alone.
Listen, Phantasma was just a time. It was a time. It was a good time. But Scattered Bones was kind of grotesquely romantic. There's the running, the longing, the pining, and the fact that she just would go to the ends of the earth for him. I was like, oh gosh. Yeah.
I love that.
I was looking at some of my Kindle books because like a couple weeks ago, I went through like my entire library and sorted them out, like what is 100 pages or less, what is between 100 and 200. So just so I can maybe get some of the shorter books off of my Kindle.
Yeah.
And there's a couple that I'm looking at the covers that I'm like, oh, I have to read this. There's one that is, I think, dinosaur smut. I think I might try that.
Get it good.
I saw one dude tried to read Morning Glory Milk and Firm because his wife told him to read it. Yep. He's like, I don't know what I was reading.
I have not read that.
I haven't either. It's on Hoopla. I might eventually get to it. Just to say I did it. Just like I read Unhinged, the Door romance.
I have not read that one either. I have a weird one on my Kindle. I have Forked.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the weirdest one I have on my Kindle right now.
And I have soft flannel Hank.
I have that too.
I need to get to that. I heard it was really good.
Hey, it's not the Lola Faust one, but I have read her books and they're so funny. This one is called All Yours by Vicky Walklate.
Mm.
And there's another book by this author called Blood Feathers, and it looks like an American eagle with a bald eagle, wow, with muscles, like humanized.
He's the love interest.
I think so. Yeah, it looks really weird, but you know what? I'm here for a weird fun time.
Listen, I'll try anything once except Ensnared. You're never going to get me to read Ensnared.
I like that book.
I don't like arachnids.
Well, they're not like
I tried it. I DNF'd it for some reason. I can't remember. I don't think I liked the female main character.
Okay. It's the idea of the spider. I'm just like, no. I can't get past the spider.
I just don't think about it.
Okay.
Because I know it's not like a real spider, and they're not like they're little 8-legged spiders. It's like a humanoid. I just think of it as like an alien, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I love Ice Planet Barbarians. It was a lot of fun. So
I don't know why I'm looking for what to read next. I know what I'm going to read next. Stop talking yourself out of finishing this damn book, Becky.
you could just DNF it.
I can't. I don't want to DNF it. I DNF too much shit. Don't encourage me to DNF the one book
How's your
I've been
reading
for a year.
Anyway. I'm enjoying that series that you're doing, the reading and reaping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to finish my final book for that.
Oh gosh.
Technically, I have the ebook on my phone because it's a thick book. It's like, well, it's not thick. It's under 500 pages. But all I had was the German audiobook for it.
What book is this?
It's called Iron Wolf. It's just some random ass fantasy book I picked up. Knew nothing about it. So I got the ebook for Hoopla so I could read it when I didn't want to hold up the physical book. I could read that.
Yeah.
In German?
No.
I was like, oh, new skill unlocked.
No, the ebook is in English. I mean, I could read the ebook and listen to the German audiobook. Maybe my German would come back to me.
There you go. No, but DNF the one that you were supposed to read and then finish your reading or rape.
I
That's
agree.
what
I think
But I don't want to DNF this book, Monica. I want to finish it.
So
Okay.
Becky's just gonna do a short sprint and then like just read that book that she's avoiding.
Yes, I'm at 38%. I think I could get at least to maybe 50% in a sprint.
You know, it's just like sometimes the initiation part that is troublesome.
Yeah.
But then once you get going, you're like, okay.
I mean, who knows? I might end up DNFing it. I just haven't yet after a year of reading it.
Yeah, no. A few months is as much as I'm gonna do, and then if it's not happening, it's not gonna happen.
Well, I think I might have thought about DNFing it, but I never deleted it off. Because usually when I DNF something, I delete that shit right away. So there's no temptation of going back. I'm like, but this I've just kept on here because I'm like, I liked the first book. I want to see how this one ends. So I'll finish it. I will. So
I gotta get to Spark of the Everflame. Haven't done that yet.
I'm 30 chapters into Heat, which I started in December.
Oh.
And I haven't picked it up since then because I don't want it to end.
Okay.
Without burn in sight.
those books
Probably
are
I'm gonna wait till Burn comes, to tell you the truth. I hate cliffhangers. I really hate cliffhangers. I avoid them if I can help it.
I just look at the size of those books and I'm like,
They're weapons, you know.
those are too thick of books for me. No thank you.
Yeah.
They are a weapon, aren't they?
This is how many pages? 761.
I mean, when you read them on ebook, they don't seem that long.
What is
I think they're also like 1,000 pages on ebook.
Yeah, but they don't ever feel that long when you're reading them on an ebook because you don't actually have like the physical weight of it.
Yeah.
The physical
Okay.
thickness of it to look at.
Yeah, that's how I felt about what was the Sarah J. Maas, the first one,
The Crescent
Crescent City ones.
Really Cut, and
I
and I was like, later on, I figured out, I was like, that's 800 pages.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to touch it.
Fantasy books tend to be very long, though. So if I know it's a fantasy, I know it's going to just be very long.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why I don't read a lot of fantasies.
I mean, I like the shorter fantasies, man. If you can do a good fantasy within like 400 pages, rock on.
Becky, you recommend this book, right?
What is it? Oh, the Ever
King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting it tomorrow.
Yeah, I liked that one. I still haven't read the Ever Queen,
Oh, I might be starting the Ever Queen next month.
but I read that one and enjoyed it. I was really hoping there was an audiobook for the Ever Queen so I could just knock
There
it out.
is.
There is.
It must be an Audible exclusive then, because I can't find it anywhere else.
Let me see.
It really is.
I've looked on Everand, I've looked on Hoopla, Libby.
So you know that I don't know if your library has, but Podium, some of the Podium books that you can only get on Audible are now on Hoopla.
Yep.
Last time I checked, there wasn't one on Hoopla for it.
Oh, excuse me.
There was the ebook.
Let me look.
I just finished reading Queen Move from Hoopla.
Yeah, the Ever Queen didn't come up for me.
By Kennedy Ryan, Becky.
Yeah.
How was it?
Okay, now I'm afraid for you to tell me if you like it. So
I didn't like it as much as the first two books.
Oh, okay. Well, then that tells me what I need to know.
I liked the first two books in the series. Loved. I mean, I still liked it. I gave it 3.5 stars.
Okay.
But I didn't, and it was friends to lovers too, which surprised me.
Which
That I
sounds
didn't
like that I'm going to go the opposite way.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I can't find that.
Only on Audible.
Audible.
Mhm.
That explains it, and I'm just not willing to give Audible my money right now. So.
Oh, Bezos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've given him my money this month. I just don't want to do it through Audible. So. I'm not that gung ho to read the ebook at this point in time. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we do another reading sprint?
Yeah, we can do that.
We could do a 30-minute one and make it to the hour.
Sounds good to me.
It's like just enough motivation for Becky to read this book.
I need to freaking read this book.
Okay. And we'll do 30 this time.
I also need to go get a snack because I'm getting the munchies.
Okay.
Alrighty, see
All right.
you soon.
Soon.
hello.
Did you finish another book, Becky?
No, I made it 46%.
That's good.
So almost 10% more.
This is the book you've been avoiding, right?
Yes. So I made a little bit of progress. I also, went to the bathroom, had a snack.
Yeah. What about you, Vanessa?
I read or listened to 1.5% of this book. Because NetGalley is super specific and they tell you you're at 21.5%. Yep. I've also been just doing like work stuff because I think I mentioned in our group chat, I'm trying to leave my job, my other job.
Yeah.
Looks like Kate finished hers. Awesome.
How'd you do, Lisa?
I'm checking now. I guess I read quite a bit, but it don't really seem that way. I think I got maybe 10% in, but I don't know if you all could see me. I'm an animated, so I'm laughing and I'm like making faces. This book is very difficult.
Nope, wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, so I'm also taking notes because my brain cannot remember half the things after I close the book.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, Kay. The assistive reader, where Suri reads to you. And some of it's kind of funny, actually, because the pronunciation can be off.
I used to do that, but because I have the app on my tablet, it doesn't do reading. It won't read my text to me, so.
I have, let's see. So I have about maybe 2 hours left of this audiobook. So it's pretty good.
You have 2 hours left or you're 2 hours in?
2 hours left.
Oh, okay.
It's like small town and brother's best friend, and then now they're putting a suspense plot in it. I feel like everybody seems to be doing that lately. So
I'm trying to vlog this 24-hour readathon too, so it's gonna be hella entertaining. I just never leave this spot.
I love it.
I thought about it, but I was like, no. I actually had to move. I had to move. My daughter's using our home computer for her thing.
I'm like, if I vlog it and tell what I think about all these books that I'm reading, then I won't have to talk about them in my wrap up.
Well, I'm sad I have to leave the party, but we have people coming over, so.
But that's fun.
We'll see you later.
We'll have you all up on my computer all day, so you'll at least have somebody lurking.
Well,
thanks for having me.
We'll see you tomorrow, at least.
Yeah, bright and early.
Today. So,
all right.
Have a good one. Thanks for
Bye. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Maybe, if I'm awake.
Yeah, you got the one shift that I don't think any of us wanted.
That's why I took it. Nobody wants this 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. shift. Fine, I'll do it.
My first book,
and hers is right after mine, so I may be not. Hold on.
I tend to just wake up at 4 o'clock. So if I am up, I will join. What I probably will just have a picture though, because at that point I'm going to be looking like a gremlin.
Yeah, I am of the opinion this is what I look like all the time. So I haven't owned makeup since 2017.
I'm sure your pockets are happy for that.
Yeah, my daughter used it on their dog, and so when she was really young, so I was like, I no, it's what it is.
My face
You
is finally
know,
starting to clear up, so I haven't put makeup on.
yeah.
But I'm like,
You know, I
well.
actually have to do some baking too, Diana, this weekend. So
I went downstairs to get a snack, and all we really had was chocolate chips. So I just had me a snack of some chocolate chips.
I had a piece of chocolate and I had to move down here, so that's what I did.
I really want some chips, but we don't have any chips in this house.
I have a bunch of chips. If I could send them to you, I would.
I want something salty,
Mm,
but we don't have anything salty in this house. I'm hoping my sister cooks and brings me up some dinner. That'd be nice.
yeah. I is there another book that you're thinking about reading at in this readathon?
Oh, I plan to
Or,
read a lot of them.
well, let's see. After this one, I'm opening up my library app because that's where I have my books. I have Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. So, and then I want to get to Little Stranger by Lee Rivers, if I can, which is dark. I also need to finish Rise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins.
You know, I wasn't going to read that book, but now I kind of want to because everybody says it's great.
It is fantastic. My problem is I hate the narrator a lot.
Because I didn't read the other one, the one with President Snow. I didn't read
Songbird
that
and
one.
Bad.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't read
I
that.
hate. There's nothing she could have written that would make me like Snow in any
Yeah,
way,
that
shape,
was
or
my thing.
form.
It was like, I don't want to read his story. Why do I care? I know what he turns into.
Now, Hamish. I loved Hamish's character. So it's very empathetic. You know who I really loved from the series was the little girl Rue. She
Rue.
was oh gosh, I loved her character. So
I don't know. I'm just at a point with these series where I'm like, I want series to have an ending where I don't have to constantly be like, oh, I have to go back to them. I'm like, could you just end them at some point?
Yeah, it's also hard when there's so much time in between. Granted, the right authors have to be able to take a break or go to do something else or just take time to write. But once I'm out of it for too long,
Yeah,
there's no chance I'm coming back.
that's how I feel. That's how I felt with Twilight too. I was like, there's no way I will read that Midnight Sun book or any other book she puts out in that Twilight series because I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I'm past it.
it's making a bit of a resurgence right now.
I'm sure it is. New people find it and read it.
I think she had like a special edition for X amount of years that came out, and I think that's probably why.
Yeah, it's like what 20 years or 10 years or something like that. And they're pretty.
Oh yeah, they're pretty, but I already got rid of all of my copies, so why would I buy new ones?
Same.
Even though that was the book that got me into reading, like I still have Twilight, I just don't have any of the other ones because I'm like, I'm never gonna reread those.
I did reread them, and
Did you like them?
We can see it. We see it.
No, it was this one scene. I was okay because I know the flaws in those books, so I was like, okay, I understand it. But there's one scene that I totally forgot about, and I was like, what the heck, Charlie? It was in Eclipse where Jacob kisses her and then she punches him in the face, and he's like, and Charlie goes, "Oh, you kissed her? Okay." And I was like, "You're her dad. If someone did that to my child, Uh, without her consent. That's why I was like, oh,
I would say I
Yeah.
think I read the excerpt or a piece of Midnight Sun, and then I went back
yeah.
and I was like, oh, yeah, no, it makes me see things in a different light. I won't be rereading this ever again.
Mm. You know, I will never read Snow's book, Diana, because there's nothing he could say or do, and I still love Donald Sutherland and the way he did Snow, but
Mhm.
nope, absolutely not. Will not do it.
Did you watch the movie?
Nope,
Yeah, me neither.
because I really did not like Snow enough that
I
I
just
have no
didn't.
desire. Kind of like me with Colin Bridgerton.
Don't get me started on him, Monica. Don't even. Don't get me started. Don't make me defend my boy, okay?
It's she loves him. I cannot stand him.
I will leave.
Did you like the movie, Tara? It is funny. Have you read the Bridgerton books, Lisa?
I own some of them, but I haven't read them.
Okay.
But I probably won't go back and read them because I hear the conversation. I'm just probably going to stay with the TV show.
I
So
read
it's
the
actually-
one book. The one book. And it was awful.
Oh, okay.
Now I'll just stick with the TV show too.
You know, honestly, I read them all. My favorite is actually the Smythe Smiths quartet. The Sum of All Kisses. There was 3 others. Those are really funny because the Smythe Smiths, because you haven't read the books, they're the family who always do the musicals, and they cannot sing. They play their instruments very poorly, and Lady Danbury's there like, no, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna listen, and they know they suck, right? But it's like a tradition. It is so funny. I love that family very much.
Are they
I
in
feel
the show?
they're not. Sadly, no. I wish they were. They're the highlight.
Why do I feel like I've heard their names mentioned in
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say,
show?
I've heard their names, but I probably don't think that they have like a big.
No, I feel like I've just heard their names mentioned a couple times or something.
Yeah, they're really good. I really liked Anthony's book. I really liked Hyacinth's book because it was they're looking for treasure and stuff, so it was a lot of fun. When He Was Wicked is one of her best books she's ever written. That's Michael and Francesca.
I think I own that one. Is it
That
red?
one
Like a
is
red cover?
yes, that one is absolutely worth the read. My reasoning for not liking Colin is because she had a glow up and Penelope had a glow up, and he saw her as this chubby little girl, and then all of a sudden he comes back and all of a sudden she loses weight. Now, oh yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna defend this book, okay? The book was shit.
I mean, aren't all of the books actually very problematic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to defend it. Let's
No, 100% no, but it's worth listen. A lot of the older historical romances, and I'm going through Nora Roberts' backlist, and some of the stuff I'm just like, yeah, they didn't age well. But that's okay. Like I'm about to read Whitney, My Love, and I'm not reading the edited version. I'm reading the old version, which has some consent issues for what I understand.
Mhm.
Yes. Anthony and Benedict's books are pretty fun. So
I mean, to be fair, Anthony's season so far is my favorite. So.
See, I hated his season.
That's why so Becky and I have we have opposing opinions on a lot of things, and I'm like, okay, that's what makes the world go round. Because when you
Their
just
season annoyed me so much because I was like, for fuck's sake, would you two just communicate already? You're so angsty.
Yes.
I love the angst.
I hate it so much.
Give me a fork and a knife. I'm eating it up, please.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, give me my Friends to Lovers. That's the only reason I watched that damn show is because April was like, oh, this is Friends to Lovers. I'm like, well, now I want to watch it.
Friends to lovers can be fun,
And look what she did.
but
to
it
me.
also can be very boring. But I generally cannot stand brother's best friend because the brother usually reacts like an idiot. Like he gets all angry and like, oh my, and starts to hit the best friend. Is like, why are you messing with my sister? Oh, I was like, grow up. That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like brother's best friend. Because when it's done well, like, fine, you can, but you hurt my sister and I'll hurt you. That's reasonable.
So that's like one of my next videos. I have a couple more books because I personally was like, why would I ever want brother's best friend or siblings friend? But then I also realized I'm like, you act like this isn't your best friend. Like this is supposed to be someone that you consider family, like, and now you're going like now that they want your sister, they're automatically a bad guy.
Yep.
Sketch.
Yep.
But I have read some good ones, right? Like there's some outliers, but mostly I'm like, you just decided to hit him and forget that he was your best friend for 20 years.
Yep.
I don't
Yep,
even know if I've enjoyed a brother's best friend book. It's a good.
There's a couple, and I was like, oh gosh, those were actually good.
Yeah, that's a trope I never give much thought to.
The one that I really like, I like Surprise Baby and Secret Baby. They're just a lot of fun.
Mm.
I'm an outlier on that one, though. I know
We
a
all
lot of
have our
people
thing.
don't. I think they bring the angst and they bring the drama.
You know, Lisa, I'm thinking of it, and I think if you read Queen Move by Kennedy Ryan, you'll like it.
I know. I'm powering through. And I say that to get
because
to
that was one of my things I disliked about it was I was like, my God, there's so much angst and drama here.
So like the first one in the series, I was like, it's meh. And so I still have to go back and read the second, but I know that's Kennedy's favorite female main character that she's ever written. So like I am trying to power to get to Queen Move. I own it in all formats. So I'm just waiting.
My favorite from her is Long Shot.
Fantastic.
I haven't read that series yet.
I haven't read any of the other ones but Long Shot, and I read her Skyland, the two that are out. Those are really good.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed I missed the freaking arc for the third book in the Skyland series.
Please don't get me on my soapbox.
Because I got the arc for the second one, and I was waiting for the arc for the third one, and I somehow missed it.
Yeah. I love Real too. Real is fantastic.
See, I don't think I'm gonna like Real because I don't like movie star romances.
This is a little different. Like generally I'm indifferent with movie star, but this one, it was just done so well, and the Lupus rip was so good. Like it's an outlier for me for a trope that I normally don't particularly love. There's only a couple. Like I love Jason Thorne, but I loved to hate Adam Connor more because of the beginning where her and her friend were over the wall just sitting there watching him do the push-ups, and they were just making all the remarks and stuff. It was so funny because I have a friend who's exactly like that. It's like, I love her. I love that character. Take your trigger warnings and I can handle dark. But yes, 100%. But it is worth the read.
What's that other? There's that one that Kaylani really likes. It's like Grip or something like that.
The Grip trilogy? I haven't read it.
Grip, something like that. I haven't read that one. I saw it. The first one was on Everend.
It's like Still Grip or something like that. Is it?
No,
I haven't read
that
it.
one yet. I'm just happy I got through Queen Move because I was like, oh my god, if I don't get that one read this year, then I'm gonna just have to call it quits with the series because I was like, man, I haven't gotten around to it. But I saw it on Hoopla. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this.
You know what I'm dying for to come out is the last book in the Born in Blood, or it was Bound in Blood. What's it called? Let me look. It was The Broken Bloodlines by Sadie Kincaid. It is Why Choose Romanticy.
Oh, is that the one with like the purple covers with like dragons?
No, that one's
No.
Tessa Hale.
Oh, that's Tessa. Yeah, okay, then I have no
Yeah.
idea. No idea.
Here, let me show you.
It's the only one I could think of.
It is. I realized something about myself. I don't like White Shoes unless it's in a paranormal situation.
Yeah, I don't like white shoes in general.
It's the first one is Forged in Blood. This is what it looks like.
Oh, okay. I've seen those covers now.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And they left us on a pretty big cliffhanger, and I was like, I don't like you. Do that to me.
I don't like you.
Oh gosh, no, I hate cliffhangers it's been a thing with me since I was a little kid. And I watched this one TV show, and they was left on a cliffhanger, but then they canceled the show. So now I have to have at least 3 seasons down before I'll even start a show. Period. I can't do it.
Imagine what its ending is like.
Yeah. And so that's why I don't like cliffhangers, is because I'm afraid that it's going to end and never have
I have so many books that
Words.
just stopped and the authors still haven't put out the next book, and I'm just like, well, guess that's never gonna be finished. Which sucks.
And that's why I wait.
Like, I had this series that I read back in the day by Gina Showalter.
Okay.
And it had like 3 books.
Oh, not the one I'm thinking of.
And like, I guess the publisher just never picked her up again for that series. And so it just stopped. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm like, I want to know how it ends.
You know, they're doing that now. I think Harper St. George was actually just dropped by her publisher, and she's in a new series.
Yeah. And she's like, she said something about it because I think people were questioning, and she's like, well, I can't continue it because they have the rights to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn it. I wanted to know how that series ended.
Was that the Alice in Wonderland type of the zombie one? For Gina Showalter?
No, it's what's it called? Intertwined.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I know this.
It was about a kid who had like souls stuck, like 4 souls or something stuck in him. And so every book he was supposed to like get rid of one of the souls. And he only got rid of like one of them. And I'm like, come on now. And he was like bound to he fell in love with a vampire princess.
No, I read her Lords of the Underworld series.
Oh yeah, I read a lot of books in that series.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped after a while.
Me too.
I think I read like 6 of them, and then I was like, okay, move on. I liked them though. They were some of my first paranormal romances that I read.
Mm. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on with historicals where it's basically being canceled by the publishers. So I'm really not happy about that, but
probably because they're not making money off of them.
They are. That's the funny part.
So I'm gonna have to start searching for them indie.
Yes, I know Kate Bateman is going indie because she was dropped. Beverly Jenkins, she cannot, and she's like the queen of historical romances. She can't get any historicals sold.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that's crazy.
it is.
I think that's why so many of them are turning like into they're putting
Fantasy.
out fantasy romances now because
Yeah.
it's just the in thing.
But the
Yep.
interesting thing about that, though, they have such like the two people you said, Beverly and Kate Bateman, like they have such a good following that when they go indie, they'll do just fine in my mind.
Yeah, same with Joanna Shupe. Like Joanna Shupe, she's gonna be fine. I think Kate Bateman will be fine. I think Beverly Jenkins, she puts it out, everybody's gonna read it. Same with Lisa Kleypas, but Lisa Kleypas hasn't put anything out in years, so I don't know. So, did you want to do?
this whole time of historical romance, and then I just kind of faded out of it.
Oh, I go back to Lisa a lot. She's written some of my favorite characters. So, but then there you have the old school like Kathleen E. Woodruss.
Yeah,
It's interesting to read those when they're that old. So,
but it'll be
Just-
interesting to see like what's the next thing that's gonna pop off because eventually fantasy romance is gonna
Die down.
die down. People
Yeah,
are going to get tired of reading the same thing over and over and over again, so they're going to look for something new.
see, that's what's happening with as romantic suspense and small town because there's only so much you can do before it's all been done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to like the newer authors are like I'm not really picking up newer authors for romantic suspense or small town because I feel like it's the same thing over and over again. But there's been a few here and there that really do something new, but it's gotten to the point where it's rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So, but I'm also sort of over a lot of fantasy romances because again, dragons, everybody's doing dragons right now.
Maybe I'm not in the right space because I haven't seen a lot of romantic suspense. I've seen a lot of small town. I've seen a lot of romantic-y.
Yeah.
Romantic suspense was my jam back in the day. Like I read a lot of Chariot Dare.
Yeah, Kristen Ashley does pretty good work.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I read a whole bunch of those back in the day, and then I just sort of pittered out of them. Who knows what's going to be next?
Yeah.
Something interesting will pop off.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one book like it's gonna be that one book like Twilight and then Fourth Wing, Suzanne Collins brought in dystopian, and then everybody else is gonna follow.
Maybe sci-fi. Somebody needs to do damn good sci-fi. That genre needs to pop off.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really seen like a sci-fi that's like, wow. You know?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I know Monsters having its heyday a little bit, and Alien.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of that around. So, would you like to do one more sprint before we switch over to the next person?
Sure. Can
Okay.
do like a 20-minute or 25. What is it? What time is it?
It's let's do a 20-minute so we have a few minutes before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll jump because I am the next one.
Yep.
Yay.
Starring in the next one.
Okay. Let me share my screen. All right. I will see you in 20 minutes.
All right. I'm here.
Unmute myself, that would be good. Well, the brother, he was like, okay, don't hurt her.
I got to 54% in my book. Still trucking along.
I didn't get far. I started making my grocery list.
Do you got to go get groceries tonight?
I'm probably gonna make it so that I can pick them up tomorrow because I don't feel like getting it today.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I did my grocery shopping this morning when I got up. So
We did it last weekend, and I swear to God, half of the food is already gone. It's like, why does food disappear so fast?
we have to do it every week. Otherwise,
Oh, God. No, it's just me and my sister, and so we do it like we try and stretch it to 3 weeks. We do it every 3 weeks. By that time, our pickings are slim.
yeah.
And then I'm like, great, let's go back to this place. It's my least favorite place ever. I feel like I'm just like spitting money away.
So, well, how far did you get in your book, Lisa? Oh, not far.
Not far. I just read a couple of pages.
Oh, okay. I am done with, just finished chapter 23. So I'm on chapter 24, and there's like 42 chapters in here, but they're shorter chapters. So I should get this done today.
It'd be nice if I could get this book done within like the next 2 hours.
I'm gonna say, Becky, you know you can get it done if you decide to DNF.
No. Because I'm like, when I'm reading it, I'm like there.
Okay.
I'm into it. It's just when I set it down, I'm just like da 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 da. But I hate it.
It's a long time to force yourself.
She's not with the same man in this book, and I liked the man in the first book. So,
Remind me again, Kay, what you're reading?
What I'm reading? Oh, what Kay's reading?
Yeah.
But just as a reminder, be sure to, fill out those bingo cards if you want to win a really lame prize.
What's the lame prize?
I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise.
She'll probably tell us at 3 a.m. when she's doing her sprint.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. It's a surprise. I know what it is. And whoever wins is going to be like, wow, that's what I won. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm really bad at doing the bingo cards and stuff. I just read what I'm going to read. So
you can submit however many you get done. Doesn't even have to be a full bingo thing.
After this, I might just do nettle and bone because switch it up.
That's a short one.
Yeah, it is. So I am. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing is nettle and bone next.
That's just me putting my link in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Lisa will be our next sprint host from 3 to 6. So.
I'm probably going to eat something other than a piece of chocolate for lunch.
Did you say you put a link in the chat, Lisa?
It's right here.
I put my YouTube link in there, and then
I have a dog literally next to me, sound asleep. So
I went downstairs to find my kid, and she's laying in a basket asleep. So
this is why I'm starting to yawn because I'm watching him sleep.
Oh, don't even get me started. I'll be like, I'm gonna yawn, and it's not even 3 p.m. yet.
He just snored.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it to 3 a.m. y'all.
Take a power nap.
I'm gonna have to.
Have your sister grab you like a Celsius or something.
Yeah, I can't have like energy or caffeine drinks.
Mm.
They
Oh.
upset my stomach.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
What?
I've never had an Alani or any of those. So
Once I started having stomach problems, I was like, "Yep, gotta cut out the caffeine." I think I had a Red Bull one time in my life, and it made me so jittery. I felt like I was vibrating, and
Mm.
couldn't do it.
never had a Red Bull. My sister said it tastes like battery acid, so that I was like, never again.
You're like, it gives you
I don't
wings.
know.
I'm like, yeah, I felt like I was dying. It'll give me wings, all right.
Listen, this dude, I remember reading this once. It was so funny. This dude, he actually, they don't do Red Bull gives you wings anymore. You wanna know why? Some guy did a sued Red Bull for false advertising because it's supposed to give you wings, literal wings. And he won because it was technically the way they wrote it was technically false advertising. Still makes me laugh.
I mean, I still hear that slogan though.
Yeah, it's one of those that will always stick, but it was very funny.
All right. Are we ready to transition?
Yeah, we can transition early. I'm good.
Thanks to
Okay.
Monica for hosting our kickoff.
Thank you for allowing me to do the first one.
Yeah, we had a pretty good turnout.
Good. All right, I will
Impressed.
probably hop on in a little bit because I want to eat.
All
So,
right.
All right.
All right.
If we see you, we see ya. Thanks,
Okay.
everybody. Be sure to pop over to Lisa's channel.
See y'all.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thanks.
All right.